Alright, so PlayStation just dropped a huge announcement. Well, in fact, two huge announcements, but one is way bigger than the other. So to me, this is extremely disappointing. But let me tell you why, first of all. So this is the official blog post that they just put out this morning. And they titled it, Physical Disc Production Ending in January 2028 for New Games Releasing on PlayStation Consoles. So I'll read you the entire thing. It's only 3 paragraphs, but they highlighted this part. In response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. They go on to say, as consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retailers or PlayStation Store. We remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. Holy Mickey Mouse bull squash. This is the worst announcement I have ever read from PlayStation and Sony. Brutal. So long story short, they will never make another physical disc for a PlayStation game after January 2028. The end of an era. Now I get it, it's the digital age. Clearly a lot of people are purchasing the digital formats of the games rather than the old physical copies, but there are a ton of people, myself included, that love collecting the artwork on the box, the disc, etc. And I'm reading some of the replies to this announcement, and the backlash is immense, as it should be. I mean, I think we should always have an option to purchase the physical version of a game, and I'll touch base on that more in just a minute. But what I don't know is if they will still sell boxes. So they could still sell the box and the artwork, but I don't know if they will do that. I swear I've bought a digital game before and it still came with the cover art and all that. I think. Maybe I'm misremembering, but if they still do that, okay, that's at least something. But if they discontinue that entirely as well, well then I'm really going to be upset. So the biggest issue that I personally see here is that with the physical disc, you physically own it. You could play that game today, you could play that game 50 years from now, you could play that game 100 years from now because it's yours, you put it in the machine, it works. With a digital game and a digital purchase, well, they could take that away from you. Imagine they shut online services down. There goes your digital game, it's gone. Imagine they somehow revoke the license from you, which they've done in the past for certain games. Boom, it's gone. All your money down the drain. Again, with the physical disc, that's not a thing. I mean, they could shut online down tomorrow and I'd still be able to play it 25 years from now, provided my console still works at least. So with the digital purchase, you more or less own it temporarily. It's not a permanent thing. That's the scary part about this. And for those of you that might say, well, they would never do that, they've already done it. Let me show you this screenshot right here. It says, as of September 1st, 2026, due to our content licensing arrangements, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Studio Canal content, and the content will be removed from your library. Thank you, PlayStation Store. So just like that, bloop, anything you paid for from Studio Canal was gone. So welcome to the digital age where they could take away something you purchased, lickety-split, just like that, snap of the fingers, boom, it's gone. Now the biggest slap to the face is to collectors. I mean, I love collecting games. I grew up with the regular Nintendo, the NES, I got a Super Nintendo, I got a Nintendo 64, so I was Nintendo bound from birth, but then PlayStation came out, and since then I have bought every single PlayStation console known to man, every single one. I still play my PSP, for crying out loud. I love PlayStation. Everyone swapped to Xbox, everyone swapped to PC. Not me. I stream on my PS5. I've got 1,500,000 subscribers and I don't stream on PC. I stream on PlayStation 5 because I love it. In college, I used to play RPG games, all my PlayStation RPGs out there, and I actually recorded a video of me going through some of the old games that I've collected among the years. So let me just show you this short video real quick. All right, so I was cleaning out the basement and I hit a treasure trove of my childhood games. Check this out. Look at all these games. Xenogears, Xenosaga 3. This is Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22, Final Fantasy Chronicles, Dragon Warrior 7. We got Star Ocean. Look at all these Dragon Ball Z games. Suikoden. Actually, I don't think that's how it's pronounced. Suikoden, someone said. Final Fantasy Tactics, best game ever. Chrono Cross. I think I have every Final Fantasy ever made until like 13. Final Fantasy 7, that's the original one. Look at this. Black Ops Wii chat headset. Are you kidding me? Tell me you recognize some of these games. Dragon Warrior 8, that one's amazing.
How are these not open?
Final Fantasy 8. Another Tactics. Oh, this is the original one. Wait, where's my finger? There it is. That's the original one. That's the remastered one. The greatest hits. So as you saw, they were all physical copies because that's all there were back in the day, and they were incredible. I remember when some of the games even included instruction manuals. Remember that? They did away with that, but at least we still had the cover art, the cases, the games. And now we're going to have, well, at least no disc. I don't know about the box art, like I said earlier. I got to bring this up, too, because remember back in the day when PlayStation 4 came out, Xbox did this as well. They went digital, and everyone was triggered by it. And PlayStation released this video right here. Check this out.
This is how you share your games on PS4. Thanks.
PlayStation.
So they said this is how you share games on the PlayStation 4 because it wasn't digital. You take the physical copy, you hand it to your friend. We can't do that anymore. So this did not age well at all. Again, that was for PlayStation 4, but the concept that they advertised is going to be gone, which is dumb. But they specifically said that consumer preference is shifting away from discs, and I don't believe that for a second. I mean, okay, sure, some people might want digital, but I feel like they just don't want people to actually own the games physically, like I mentioned earlier. Did you see all the outrage with Grand Theft Auto 6? There's no physical copy for that, and people were irate. And then PlayStation has the nerve to drop this announcement with consumer preferences in mind? Come on. Now, what I'm really worried about is the price. So right now, physical copies can go on sale. But if they're removing the physical copies and it's going to be digital only, they could charge whatever they want. I feel like they're going to increase the price because now they don't have to worry about people buying it cheaper elsewhere. The physical copies are going to be gone, which means no sales, which means digital prices might go up. That'll be horrible. I feel like since they're removing physical ones, it should be cheaper. They should lower the prices for the digital games. They don't have to print the box anymore. They don't have to do the shipping prices from shipping out the physical copy. I shouldn't be paying $70 for digital games anymore. So again, just in case people don't fully understand what this means, when you purchase a game digitally, and this also applies to movies and things like that, you do not own the game. You're purchasing a license which allows you to play said game. And that license can be revoked at any time. You no longer actually own it as if you purchased the physical copy. Now the other announcement is about the PlayStation 3 and the PS Vita. Here's what they said about that. After nearly 2 decades of supporting the PlayStation 3 console generation, we wanted to let you know we will be closing the PlayStation Store on PS3 as well as on PS Vita. These will close in select markets starting this year, followed by global closures for both of them next year. That means new content purchases will no longer be possible once the PlayStation Store closes on these devices. To ease the transition, players will still be able to download previously purchased content after the closing date for the foreseeable future. Well, that is a rip in the chat as well. 2 horrific announcements in one morning, July 1st, 2026. Brutal. So there you go. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? What do you think about these changes? Are you for the digital age in PlayStation, or are you for the previous physical disc renditions? I should put up a poll because, again, according to them, nobody wants physical copies anymore. Everyone wants digital, and that's why they're doing this. I find that hard to believe. Well, there you go. I guess we'll see how this plays out. But the good news, if there really is any in this horrible announcement, is that it's not until 2028. And it's 2026 right now, clearly. So we've got a little bit of time yet. So get to collecting because the physical discs will be gone for good. So there you go, that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.